All right. Ooh. Ooh, it forces widescreen. I need to change that to borderless widescreen, if possible. Oh, I haven't set this up, and I haven't set the live stream chat up. Hey, Inuyuki Hakusho, how's it going? It's been warm. It's been nasty and warm, and I've had zero energy. I didn't feel like streaming yesterday or the day before. Just couldn't bring myself to do it. Been very busy sorting out the office as well. I was curious about this. There was an opportunity to pick up a key for this, and I was curious about it because it uses its own launcher, username and password. Basically, there's this entire sort of ecosystem that this is pumped through, and I'm curious about why. Why does a game that originally released in 2020 for the Xbox One and other platforms, why does it need to be pumped through this user system and server and everything else? Plus, I was curious about this game. I never had an opportunity to play it before, so... Oh, it would appear that I don't have the correct sound source set up. So where there was supposed to be music playing at the start of the stream, it might not have even been playing for you. Great, and I did a fade out and everything. Right, okay. Sound is showing now. Okay. So I want to know borderless? Borderless. Borderless, right. A heads up for game developers. Borderless should be the default, okay? Borderless should be the default. Boot it into borderless, not into widescreen. Trust me. Right, very high, very high, very high. Ultra, 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 ultra. Okay, gameplay, English, camera shake. No, thank you. Stream safe, cold storage, PACER exclusives. It would appear that that there is music that's safe to stream and there is music that isn't safe to stream. Right, okay. Right. Let's see how long those are safe to use, and whether or not I get hit with a Content ID claim in like 6 months' time. Welcome! If this is your first time playing PACER, we recommend you play through the training to learn the basics. Okay, let's do it. Listen up, by now you've had your fun in the amateur ranks. Some of you probably think you know how to pilot a craft. Sorry to say this, but you're wrong. You've got drive, but your technique is lacking, which is why you've been invited to this boot camp. Blah, 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 blah. Looks like I can't change anything. I need to do something about that mouse cursor. Okay. That's been dealt with. I see today XSplit has decided that it will show a heart in the corner of the chat. Some days XSplit decides it won't, some days it decides it will. Personally, I blame YouTube for introducing this horrible feature. But...
3, 2, 1.
Oh, accelerate is on A. And I've got hard steering on the... I've got hard steering on the triggers. That's weird. Right, I see. So yeah, it's very Wipeout. Which, I kind of knew going in. Runs very well on my machine. Hey, Draven, how's it going? Runs very well on my machine. Looks quite nice even on Ultra. for a game that originally released in 2020, that's pretty impressive. Like, the optimization is definitely there. Pitch up and down. Oh, I can sort of turn the nose of my craft. Does that make me go faster? What does that do? Like, I can't leave the track. I'm in 10th place, though. So yeah, there was an opportunity to pick up a key for this. I was curious about the whole launcher situation. Oh, B for behind camera. X for boost. Okay. Let's try not veering. Nice reflections too. And running full speed along with X-Split. I mean, I've got to give credit to the optimization here. Hey, look at that! There is definitely something weird about this interface. Like, in the top left, you see, like, an orange 7. That's just, like, the corner of the boss, right? That's like a... sort of like a drop shadow, except it doesn't even drop shadow. It's kind of like an inner shadow, right? But that looks like the number 7. So out the corner of my eye, I'm like, oh, I'm position 7th. But no, I was seeing position 7th when I wasn't in position 7th. I need to get used to the fact that my position is in the bottom right and not in the top left. No settings to, like, adjust the position of your... Yeah, very F-Zero in the sense that you've got, like, a ship shield. Guns ready. Time to learn how to use some firepower. Fly around the track and destroy opponents' craft. Oh, so it is sort of F-Zero-y as well as, loadout name. I don't know. Left weapon. Nano rocket. Left mod. Rail-guided launch. Oh. Mine? Worms. Worm sounds good. What they could do with is, like, a little video on the side that, like, shows you what each weapon does. Because a little description, like, doesn't really give you an idea of exactly how it works. And it looks like you're not allowed to use something because... Oh, right. I'm not allowed to use it now. Okay. I don't know. This definitely wouldn't be something that I would pick up by myself. But having an opportunity to play this, thanks to what's it, LTG Multiverse, LTG Universe, at least scratches my itch. There's an opportunity to access an MMO called Life is Feudal as well, which is the same system. I'm curious whether that would be worth taking a look at. Just if my curiosity would be satiated. So, RB? Right, okay. Holy shit. Yeah, I just felt ready to stream. Like, I've spent the whole day thinking, what the hell am I going to do with my day? I'm like, you know what? Got the stream down. Might as well just stream now. Check it out. I figure we might be able to do something a little bit later on. Something, existential, related, perhaps. Thanks. It's really hard to see where the fuck I'm going. I take it this is a kills match, as opposed to like a... It's more about killing than it is about winning the race. Because there's definitely opponents in front. Thank you. Yeah, great. That, that power-up alone has basically turned this from like a high 7s to a 0. Oh my god. This game is garbage now. Discard. That power-up just ruins everything. I need shield pickups. I need them now. Definitely not liking that flash power up. So I'm thinking stream a Wii game with it. Just a little something to test out the setup that we've got there in the office. Because I used to stream daily from that laptop, right? Before I had a computer with a Ryzen, I used to do all my streaming, pumping my gaming PC into the laptop as a video source. So I know I can do it. I know the machine is capable. Oh, great. Delay it quite some time. Oh, so like F-Zero, you can fly into enemy ships as well. That's nice. This kind of reminds me of Redout as well. Is Redout the name of an F-Zero sort of Wipeout inspired game? I think it was. Yeah, this reminds me of Redout. This reminds me of Wipeout. This reminds me of F-Zero. I don't dislike this. I'm curious about the online aspect, seeing as that's why this is set up with like a user system. Obviously for like the online multiplayer aspect. So we might try to get into a couple of matches and see. I don't know how much this costs, so I'll look into it, but you would think, given the always online sort of game launcher nature of this, that it wouldn't be a lot, but we'll see.
3, 2, 1, go.
One of the issues with taking like game keys from publishers is that sometimes it can be quite easy to forget the the cost to the consumer, and that needs to be factored in when making reviews and stuff like that. I think I do a good job of balancing that, but I know a lot of reviewers don't. Sometimes it can be a little bit, you know, tricky to remember to cover that. That I have gone so, leaned so heavily into keys from publishers recently, which you may have noticed. It's not just about getting things for free. I think anybody would be lying if they said that wasn't an element for it. You know, as a content creator, being able to get something for free is it's a vindication of your craft. It's justification for all the work that you do, you know. True. But there's also a discipline involved, right? You get it? You see, that's not so bad. I can see through that one. There's a discipline involved, I think, in getting keys from publishers. You know, you have to cover, you know, a certain amount of what you receive. If you say you're going to cover something 100% likely, then you have to do it. On services like Keymailer, you have to cover at least 35% of the keys you receive, even if you select play then decide. That's, you know, so there's a certain discipline involved, and that is what I need to stick with is the discipline. That's why I've been going for keys and opportunities. Last place. Shut up. There was a video by Sakurai recently on his channel. You know, Sakurai does those videos where he talks about stuff. He was talking about the discipline of, you know, put in and put out, right? And it made me think, yeah, that is incredibly important. Sticking with something. I clearly don't make enough content, and I clearly don't stream enough. I don't know how many laps. Oh, I just have to be in front. Oh, it's an elimination race! Right, okay. I'm in last place now, embarrassing. Kind of reminds me of those bullshit elimination races in Sega and Sonic All-Stars Racing Transform. Those are so irritating. I love my my name there. 96427. Promising. I should hope so. It released back in 2020 as a game you didn't have to be always online to play. A lot of Japanese people buying Xboxes. You love to see it. Nowhere near enough, mind you. I'm curious just what the dealings were, what the handshakes were for this 2020 game to be re-released in 2023 as an always online title through its own specific game launcher that seems to be tied to some sort of metaverse, dare I say it. I'm curious how that happens, why that happens, how that decision gets made. That Phantom Dust remake getting cancelled is such a sad step in Xbox's history. It really is. I figured out why my attacks weren't hitting enemies. I have to wait for the little circle around them to fully light up. Otherwise it won't hit. It looks like it's going to hit, but unless the circle is all the way lit up and you press the button, it's not going to go. So now it's all the way lit up. Perfect. Final lap! Dun 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 ba 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 da ba ba da. What year was it canned? Phantom Dust. No sooner than it was announced, really, that remake. It was announced, what, with the Xbox One announcement? So, what, 2014? 2015? It's a sad one. I've poured out several for that one. I really have. I might play through that Phantom Dust remaster. Seeing as I've never played the game and, you know... What's his name? Liam Robertson? Or is it Paul Robinson? There's a Robinson and there's a Robertson that both make the same sort of stuff. And one is the weeaboo, and the other one is the guy who speaks like this all the time. Midtown rank. I think I completed training. Okay. Here we are, graduation. A lot quicker learners than I thought you'd be, I'll give you that. Unfortunately for you, the time of learning is over. You'll actually be racing from now on. That goes, of course, for the pilots who'll get the top 3 spots of this Grand Prix. Should be enough motivation to get serious now, shouldn't it? So go suit up, now that you can, and run some simulations. Cosmetics. Ooh. Dragon School. Ooh, there's loadouts to unlock. A whole bunch of... Are these licensed loadouts? That's quite nice. quite like that one. Exhaust color. Custom trails. Oh, they're just different colors. Got a rubber duck on it. If I set it to the right color, can I see the rubber duck? Now, it looks like the rubber duck is always black. Steampunk top hat. Cowboy hat. Well, that makes sense. Well, yeah, wasn't there, wasn't there an agreement signed between Microsoft how do I set that as my custom? Wasn't there an agreement between Microsoft and Sega? Got there. Wasn't there an agreement between them that basically said, I'm tired. There was an agreement, not even meant to be redacted. Hold on, I'm going to get this up. Sega, Xbox, deal 20... 1st of November 2021, Sega has announced plans to explore a strategic alliance with Xbox to produce large-scale global games built using Microsoft's Azure cloud platform. Sega has played an iconic role in the gaming industry and has been a tremendous partner over the years. We are looking forward to working together as they explore new ways to create unique gaming experiences for the future using Microsoft Cloud technologies. So yeah, Microsoft and Sega have been working very closely together since 2021. And possibly earlier than that. Interesting. Oh, now it works. Okay, great.
Three, two, one, go.
I would love to see Microsoft acquire Sega. I also fully understand that, you know, that's not going to happen. But I would love to see it. I would not like to see Sony acquire Sega. I think if any company were to buy Sega, Xbox is the one that makes the most sense, you know? Because of how closely they've worked together in the past. Working together on the Dreamcast, on the original Xbox. They have a history of working together. I feel like we've had this conversation several times on live stream. Anyway, what about this? Steer the topic back. It's not from Keymailers, so I don't have to follow Keymailers rules, which is if we see you're not talking about the game, yeah, you're technically not following the rules. Emailers a lot more strict about that sort of thing. That's why I tend to focus on reviews for stuff with emailers. So then I'm definitely following the rules. Oh, you silly little shit. Nice. I love not being able to see. Definitely. Imagine a world where Sega Xbox arcades opened up. Just Xbox focusing on arcade again would be nice. People go where the arcade games go. You know? Xbox had the live arcade in the 360 era. In terms of Sega licenses I'd love to see come back,
3,
Burning Rangers is
2,
a big one.
1.
A new Rent-A-Hero being developed by Ryoga Toku Studios, please? I mean, you look at the 3D Rent-A-Hero game for Dreamcast and Xbox, right? It's basically a Yakuza game without the polish. So, get RCG Studio working on a Rent-A-Hero based on the Yakuza engine. Yes, please. Now, that's something I'd love to see. That's a franchise Sega loves. How about a HD remaster of Sega Gaga? There are people in the West who have always wanted to play Sega Gaga. Myself included. Release it in English. Remaster it. It's a nice visual. I found out something today, right? I thought Live Alive on Super Famicom looked like Live Alive on Nintendo Switch and the other platforms. I found out today it did not. It had the tiniest, dinkiest fucking pathetic sprites on the Super Famicom version. I have a newfound respect for the HD Live Line. Fuck. I'm dying. Great. Fifth. I was thoroughly impressed when I saw just how simple the original one was. If Xbox acquired Sega, I think there would be a large number of people who don't have an Xbox that would acquire an Xbox.
3, 2, 1, go.
I reckon that even Sushi Sunshine would buy an Xbox Series if Xbox acquired Sega. I really dislike how easy it is to just take shield damage in this. I just watch an enemy go tick, 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 and take my entire shield down. Only I should have that power, not my opponent. I should be the only one with that power. Sonic-colored Xbox Series X. You're thinking in terms of hardware. I can only think in terms of games. New Burning Rangers, the new Knights. Yeah. The only downside is with them being developed by Microsoft, they'll take 16 years to come out, but I'm sure they'll be worth it. That's my biggest criticism with Microsoft right now is, you know, how long it's taking them to get games out. That shit's driving me mad. They're announcing stuff far too early. They have a teaser trailer before they even have anything done on the game. I feel like we've known about the new Perfect Dark for a decade. It hasn't been a decade, but it feels like a decade. You know? Finally got a first place. It's all well and good being being confident. I'm not. I'm not confident. I've seen very sensible judges make very nonsensical choices. But that's just because I can't be excited or happy for stuff anymore.
3,
This
2,
world sucks,
1,
and people make
go.
stupid decisions out of the ideological belief that they're making the right decision. It might even come from a place that they think is good. They've convinced themselves that what they're doing is right. And depending on how you look at it, if you see the world through their view, you're like, I can see why they think that. That doesn't change the fact that it's a flawed view. So, I refuse to just, like, assume or believe that everything's gonna be okay. Until I get the result that says FTC injunction denied, Microsoft acquires Activision or something. Until I see that, I refuse to get excited. Simply. Never ready for that. Okay, third one, let's go. I'd like to make it in the first place position. Starting to take unnecessary bumps now. This is decent for a genre I don't play. I'm quite invested. I mean, that's pretty impressive considering I very rarely play games like this. Yeah. Poorly, wasn't it? Seems to know what she's doing. Second place. Thank you. Seems like there's a lot of detail in these courses, and I just zoom past it without an opportunity to look at it.
3, 2, 1, go.
If it gets blocked, the deal probably won't happen. I mean, Bobby Kotick said it. Admittedly, I don't put any value in what that man says, but, you know, he's basically said it won't happen. And then what? Microsoft gives up on acquisitions? Mostly. I can see Microsoft giving up on acquisitions. Going for timed exclusivity instead. Pulling a Sony and just bringing out their checkbook and buying console exclusivity and things. I mean, if Sony's allowed to do it, why not? Then we'll see the same shit we always see. Timed exclusivities.
Critical.
The developers of Hitman and the new Project 007. Can you imagine Xbox getting Project 007 as an exclusive? That definitely ruffles some feathers. I'm still curious what a James Bond game from the makers of Hitman would play like. Presumably just Hitman. I'd still like to see an Austin Powers game sort of inspired by Hitman. That'd be great. To have a look at the name of this song and disable it from playback. It's rubbish. It just sounds like somebody's trying to like call me on Skype. Third. Oh. Oh, IOI bought the rights to Hitman, so who developed it before? Because Eidos published it. Is IOI a publisher as opposed to a developer? I always assumed they were the developer of Hitman. If I meant Perfect Dark, I would have said Perfect Dark. I mean Hitman. You said IOI bought the rights to Hitman. I thought they were always the developer of Hitman. Fuck this shit. Fernandez defeated. This isn't bad from a control point of view. Like, it's really smooth. This gets what like a zero gravity racer should feel like. This gets it. I'm curious how the original one reviewed. If it went under the radar because it was, you know, not a known franchise. Or something like that. He's taking my weapon! My weapon. That's right. Right, at this point, I'm better off just getting ahead. By any means necessary. Getting so far ahead that they can't catch up. What I should focus on now. There's always someone who's like a mile ahead. And there's an NPC that just makes the perfect turns. Is always at max speed. There goes the little hyena now. Got me some expert racer speed. Yes! Took him out. But I get 0 credits. Something I've noticed. I don't seem to get very many credits. I wonder if that's a premium currency that you have to pay for. Retomoto? The developers of Hitman.
3, 2, 1, go.
What annoys me is that I can't use another one of them. Ooh. Sydney Farrell, thank you for subscribing. I can't use another one of the laser beams straight away. Like immediately after using it. How much better it would be to just sit behind the other racers and just keep pelting them with those laser beams. I still can't get over the fact I can crank this to ultra. Stop! Stop that! Stop that! You cheeky little fucking bastard! Get back here! That's it. That went on way too long, you son of a bitch. I don't care about winning now, I just want to take this fucker out. That's what I want. Okay. About winning. Take this fucker out. There. Now I can focus on winning. Which will now be impossible considering how far behind I am. And how little health I have. I'm better off just letting myself go. Which if it puts me back somewhere nicer. Nope, it puts me back exactly where I exploded. I failed this one, haven't I? Nearest target, 500 meters. I'm not gaining on them. Oh, come on! Why is there another person that could do that to my shields? What weapon is that? Because I want it. Because bullshit's fuck. I need it. I need it on my ship. I want the weapon that sucks everybody's shields away in a second. That's what I want. And I want it now. Face. Shield's critical. Oh no! If everything didn't shave your entire shield off in 1 second, maybe my shields wouldn't be so fucking critical, would they? Oh, now you'll let me fire the weapon. You know, the person was within range for fucking forever. Oh no. I'll let you fire a weapon because why would we do that? That's great! That's great! Just Just keep it coming. Just keep that gunfire coming. Oh, yeah, yeah. Really fair. Shield critical. Stuff like it. Okay, so IO Interactive were the developers. Shield survive. My two least favorite things together. Well, I can consider this itch scratched.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm just trying to work out which one's Hyderabad. The course or the game? Played this course like 4 times in the same campaign. Doesn't do a great deal for the game's sense of variety. So is this an endurance race? Is this until everybody like disappears? Without weapons, that'll take a very long time. I won't be able to show you the course in reverse because you'll see all the back-facing polygons that have been culled for the game's performance. If Xbox bought Sega, right? They said they would bring every game over that has been restricted from release on Xbox. That means we would see Sakura Wars 2019, right? Oh. Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise. Oh. That would turn me on so much. Event not complete. What do you mean? Event not complete. If you quit now, you will gain DNF. What's DNF? You will gain did not finish. Somehow, that's what I was thinking about this game, actually. Did not finish. Oh, is it peer-to-peer? Are people creating their own servers? Let's have a look if there's any servers going. There's currently nobody playing this game besides me. Well, I'm satisfied. My itch has been scratched. Thank you again, LTG Multiverse for the key, I think. Can just as easily get that up by going to... This was a Rainmaker opportunity, I do believe. LTG Verse. Thank you very much for the opportunity. LTG Verse Longtail Games. I've played enough to know that this definitely isn't my kind of game, and it's definitely not the kind of game I would have just picked up and played. But I appreciate the opportunity to see what it's like, because, you know, I wasn't gonna go out and shell out money for a game that I wouldn't normally play. But I'm just curious what PACER Classic, which unfortunately is also the name of a guitar, which makes it very difficult to find out information on this game. How much does PACER Classic cost? It's on sale for £12. It's normally $15.99. I mean, if this were $15.99 and it were a physical game for Xbox, probably would pick it up. If I was into this kind of game. A little bit bothered by the game having its own proprietary launcher, but I mean, there's plenty of content here for like £12. But yeah, not really one for me. Wii U later? No, not Wii U. Oh God, no, that's it. That's in the box down there. All wrapped up in Happy Shopper sandwich bags. We don't touch the Wii U. No, potentially something on Wii. Some existential on Wii. Got plenty of options. So something like that. It's a great pun, and I need to bring it back. And I think it might be fun to play, I don't know, Jasper Carrot's Golden Balls. Hey everybody, do you want to play Jasper Carrot's Golden Balls? Oh, it's me, Jasper Carrot. I'm based on the hit TV show Jasper Carrot's Golden Balls. On Wii, there are so many options. And they're all bad. Oh my god. That's what Jasper Carrot looks like. That's what the game developers thinks he looks like. Oh my god, these character models are hilarious. Right, this is what we're gonna do. Alright. Until next time, if we live that long, take care. Bye-bye.